RVA Sports Awards, live from the Altria Theater, presented by Rosie's Gaming Emporium and Colonial Downs. Now your hosts, CBS 6 Sports Director Lane Casadante and Richmond's own Kelly Lemon.
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 5th annual RVA Sports Awards, where we celebrate 5 years of big moments, big energy, big community pride across the entire Richmond region. We are live at the iconic Altria Theater, and as always, this celebration is presented by our friends at Colonial Downs and Rosie's Gaming Emporium. These awards are all about honoring the athletes, coaches, and teams and organizations that make our sports scene incredible here in Central Virginia. I'm Lane Casadante, Sports Director at CBS 6, back again for year 5 with my teammate, my co-host, and our own one-person pep rally, Miss Kelly Lemon.
Thank you, Lane. It is an honor for me to be back. And most of you all know me from Virginia Video Network, the Richmond Times-Dispatch, and Lee Enterprises, Virginia. And let me tell you, it feels good to celebrate 5 years of RVA sports greatness with all of you in the building and everyone watching at home. This is more than an award show. It's about showcasing the many reasons the Richmond region is the best sports community in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, last summer we celebrated, hard to believe, it's been 50 years since Richmond's own Arthur Ashe won Wimbledon. And Ashe once said, to be a champion, it takes talent, perseverance, determination, preparation, and sacrifice. But he said what really separates champions from just the winners is the desire to leave their sport better off than when they first started.
And those are exactly the types of athletes and coaches we are honoring here today. The people who embody and embrace the spirit of sports in our community.
Central Virginia has such a vibrant sports community. I ran track and cross country at Hermitage High School and was a cheerleader at the University of Richmond. I was an athlete and I cover athletes, so I know the dedication it takes to succeed and the strength it takes to compete. That's why I'm so proud to honor and celebrate the most outstanding professional, collegiate, and youth athletes in our sports community tonight.
5 years already of the RVA Sports Awards, and here we are again holding it down on the stage at the big theater.
And somehow every year you still find a way to make it feel like a championship round.
And when the spotlight is on this woman, she brings her A game.
Stop.
Learn that from every dad that's in the stands yelling, "Hey ref, where's the call? Where's the flag?" That kind of energy.
You know, Lane, dad jokes are very on brand for you. But in this room, that energy is real because we've got true legends in the house.
Oh, absolutely. Our next guest is the definition of clutch, the kind of athlete that makes highlight reels nervous.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist, World Cup champion, and the woman behind one of the most iconic saves in sports history.
The shot, save, Scurry!
I never felt nerves when I played because I had all the control in what was going to happen.
They set the standard, and I think the reason we have so many youth girls athletes wanting to play soccer is because of that team.
I was 8 years old and I was watching the Lake Placid ice hockey team on the Olympic Games with my mom and dad. Watching that game, I saw Jim Craig literally just like spinning around on his head, and Al Michaels was so excited. And I jumped off the couch and I said, "Yes, I believe in miracles. I want to be an Olympian." That started the dream. In 4th and 5th grade, I loved playing football, tackle football, like helmets, pads, the whole 9 yards. I played linebacker on defense and wide receiver on offense. I scored 7 touchdowns my second season. I got to a point where I couldn't play in the lightweight division anymore, and that was the deal. My mom said, then you have to stop. And I was like, okay, football for football is what I did. So I played soccer. My coach, he didn't know a whole lot about the game, so he thought goalkeeping was a safe place for the only girl on the team. I think part of the reason that I was just real instinctive about playing goal is because I basically taught myself how. So back then we didn't have the specialized training like they do now, nor did I have the money to do the specialized training if I could have done it. I just kind of showed up on the scene and made a splash and made impressions with the right people, thankfully. Going into that game against Denmark, we were driving into the stadium and we were a little bit late. We all were thinking, well, why is there so much traffic? Who's got a game at the same time we have a game? Don't they know we have our game, blah, blah, blah. And then as we were driving in, we noticed that it was little girls with the pigtails with red, white, and blue and scribbles, "Go USA" on the windows of the cars. The traffic was for us. So that time frame was very interesting because in '96 we won, and that was the Olympics of the woman. A lot of different teams winning gold medals on the women's side, and we were one of them, and that was the first ever Olympics for women's soccer. And so that was really exciting and exceptional. In '96 and '99, I think together, the two events helped, really spark a growth trend in soccer, not only in this country, but also countries started to pay way more attention to their women's team. In all my previous concussions, I was hit from the front or, from underneath, and I saw it coming. This one in particular, in April 2010, I did not see her coming. This is the worst place to get hit in the side of the temple. It went from I'm out for a week to being out for a month to being out for the whole season to basically career ending. It was a quick, rapid succession because I just wasn't getting better. It was actually getting worse. And it's a dark hole to be in when you have a TBI and you're really struggling with it. It completely disrupts everything. It's not just your game, it's disrupting your entire life. An entire year of different cognitive and balance testing and all this stuff and psychological testing. I went around and was speaking about my experience with TBI. I realized that I was speaking for a lot of people. I gave a face to something that was originally only shown by NFL football players. Maybe they feel like they can maybe help their loved one a little bit better now, and having that caregiver have a little bit more hope is something that I really take a lot of pride in as well. It never gets old. People come up to me all the time and they want to tell me where they were when they saw us win that '99 World Cup. The truth is, a lot of those young girls that saw that game ended up playing on the national team. Tobin is one example, Kristen Press is another, Abby is another, Allie Krieger. These young girls, they saw it, they became it. And now they inspire. It's hard to explain how amazing that is to impact somebody in that way, because that is generational. The best piece of advice I can give them is remember the joy in the game. The window to play is only so wide. So literally suck the marrow out of that window as best as you can and just really enjoy it. But every once in a while, just try to stop and smell the roses on occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time, Brianna Scurry.
Welcome.
welcome to Richmond.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I am honored to be here.
This is,
fantastic.
I mean, we're doing a little research. We came to the conclusion that you may hold the world record for the most Hall of Fame inductions of anybody ever. I mean, how many are there, Kelly?
Well, let me run them down. Of course, you're the National Soccer Hall of Fame, and you're also in the FIFA Hall of Fame, the Anoka High School Hall of Fame, the Minnesota State High School Hall of Fame, and the UMass Athletics Hall of Fame. Did I miss any?
I think you're good.
Okay.
I hope not. I ran out of fingers. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, when you see the save, the one that everybody talks about, all these years later, what is the seminal memory that you have of that moment and that entire experience?
So if you were to picture 90,000 people sitting on the edge of their seat, watching you, willing you to do a particular thing, it's just truly amazing, and it's hard to explain. But so for me, it was one save. That's all I had to make. That was my job.
Your job, right.
My job, one save. My teammates' jobs, one goal. And so for me, when I was walking out into that goal, I had a sensation about that third kicker. And somewhere in my mind, the word look, I heard. And I looked at that kicker, and I knew that was the one.
Because normally, you didn't pay attention to who was coming.
Right. Normally I didn't look. But this one I did.
And talking about looking, that was 30 years back, but look at 30 years now, right? It's so different. Women's sports was gritty, it was resilient, but y'all were setting a path. Right now, it's at a global stance, and the stadiums are getting filled, and these NIL deals are looking quite different.
Yes.
Does that bring you joy, and how do you smile looking at the future of women's sport?
Well, for me, as an athlete, you always look inward. You know, am I getting my rest? Am I getting my training? Am I getting what I need? But I learned after a amount of time that I was having an impact outwardly. Young girls that were watching us play, either in person or on TV, were inspired. And they were becoming more. They were going on a positive trajectory in their lives. And for me, that became the most amazing reward for what I did for my living, is because I'm impacting somebody in a positive way, and it's changing their life. And so that ripple effect goes on, and then that young girl ends up in the arena. She ends up impacting girls all over the world, and it just goes on and on. It's amazing sisterhood.
Now, I know you said in the piece that you never got nervous.
Right.
When you're not even in front of 90,000 people, not even on a world stage. But now you're kind of in our business.
Yes.
You are an analyst for a broadcast analyst for women's soccer and the game in general. So if you never got nervous being on the pitch, were you more nervous doing TV for the first time?
Being on the pitch, I can control that. I can control my moods, my attitude, my effort, and all these things. I wanted to make sure I got it right for these young girls that were playing on TV, and we're also educating in this country about how soccer is played and how it works. So for me, it was more nerve-wracking to make sure I got it right for those amazing players on the pitch now, inspiring the girls of tomorrow.
Okay, we want everybody on the record. From Brianna Scurry, it is tougher to be on TV than it is to be a world-class athlete. Thank you.
Absolutely.
She has cinched it for us. Saying not to brag, you know, I'm in a Hall of Fame as well. When I was in college, I was inducted into a Hall of Fame.
Really?
I was.
Which one?
The Dining Hall of Fame. Dining Hall of Fame.
I have no idea. I'm not familiar with that one. That wasn't out
it goes to the student who put in the most hours at the dining hall. And I will tell you, my junior year was very tough. They replaced the ice cream machines with a quinoa bar.
Oh, Lord.
No, nobody likes quinoa. No, but you can't even spell it. It's quinoa.
Okay.
Anybody that eats it, you're kidding yourselves. You don't like it. The trophy, a bronze piece of rectangular pizza, and I have it right next to my Emmys.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Brianna, I mean, as you can tell, it's a lot going on with us, so just, go with the flow. I am so sorry that you have to deal with some of our jokes, but it is an honor to have you here, and don't you worry, Lane and I will take care of all the heavy lifting today. Most of it. I got injured backstage. I was trying to recreate one of your saves, and I pulled something. I don't know what, but I pulled it. All all you did was trip over the awards bags that were in the back. So that, wasn't too athletic move, Lane.
Listen, Kelly and I are basically the Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce of hosting, minus the contracts, the stadium, and the actual athletic ability.
Hey, I don't know about all that, but we have a lot of synergy, and that is untouchable. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another huge round of applause for the incomparable Brianna Scurry, who will be joining us throughout the ceremony. All right, enough of our jokes for now, but we are going to get...
Who was joking?
Oh, okay. We're going to kick things off with one of my favorite awards of this event, Coach of the Year, proudly presented by our longtime partner, Brown Distributing Company. Now, coaches aren't just calling plays from the sidelines. No, no, no. They're mentors, motivators, teachers, sometimes even a parent away from home. They're shaping the game and shaping the players into people who, on and off the field, that's the real impact, folks.
Yeah, here are your nominees for Coach of the Year, presented by Brown Distributing.
Our first nominee led his team to school and county history by becoming the first boys team at Atlee and in Hanover to win a state basketball championship. The Raiders capped a 26-1 season with a 66-44 win over Verina in the title game, Atlee's first ever appearance in the state tournament. Will Hopkins led the way with 17 points, one of 10 seniors that ended their careers with a victory. From Atlee High School, Rally XL. Our second nominee led his team to back-to-back state track championships, led this past year by Lily Verbeek and Mackenzie Hadfield, who won 3 individual titles and had a combined 8 top 10 finishes, while setting a pair of school records. The 2 championships are the first in program history. From James River High School, Cornell Core. Our third nominee has also made school history with a berth in their regional championship. In his 5 seasons with the Wildcats, they've gone from just 2 wins to a school record 12 victories this year, and his 37 total wins are more than the program has had in the previous 14 years combined. His team also set a school scoring record with 522 points and an average of just over 40 per game. From Armstrong High School, Jeremy Pruitt. Our final nominee also led his team to historic success as the Lady Spiders won their first ever NCAA tournament game over Georgia Tech. He was named Atlantic 10 Coach of the Year for the 2nd straight season and led his team to a 2nd straight regular season conference title. In November, they started this season with their first ever national ranking. From the University of Richmond, Aaron Roussel.
Now to present one of the biggest honors in Richmond sports, please welcome J.R. Waltauer, Director of Marketing for Brown Distributing.
We at Brown Distributing have been proud to sponsor the RVA Sports Awards since the very first year. It's always an honor to celebrate the people who make Richmond sports so special. Coaches don't just draw up plays, they light fires, mentor, shape athletes into the people who win on and off the field. Today, we salute a coach who does that and then some. And this year's winner for Coach of the Year, presented by Brown Distributing Company, goes to Cornell Core, James River High School, girls track.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I first want to start off by thanking everyone who had anything to do with this amazing event. This is phenomenal, way better than I could have ever expected. And then secondly, I would like to say congratulations to the other nominees who actually know very personally, and they're phenomenal coaches as well. And then I'd be nothing without my family, my amazing wife, my kids who are at home looking at Daddy. We did it. Chandler, Camille, Kaysen, Daddy loves you. And last but not least, everyone that voted, James River Track and Field family, we appreciate you and I love you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again, Coach. And courage begins at the starting line when you step onto the blocks, lace up the spikes, and commit to the race ahead, no matter the obstacles.
Now, up next, we have our Courage Award presented by Virginia Credit Union. Please welcome Mark Creason, Director of Financial Partnerships with Virginia Credit Union, to share this year's inspiring honoree.
Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. The Courage Story Award recognizes an individual whose strength, resilience, and determination extend far beyond competition, showing us that courage isn't just about sport, it's about how you move forward when the path changes. This year's honoree embodies that spirit through perseverance, heart, and an unshakable belief in what's possible. He has turned adversity into purpose, reminding each of us why sport, community, and courage are forever connected.
We first introduced you to Antoine Craig back in 2020 when he was in training for the delayed Pan-Olympic Games of 2021.
I didn't catch it the first time. What sport are we doing? He said, track. I said, what?
Antoine is nearly completely blind due to retinitis pigmentosa. For everything that he's lost without his sight, he's gained more in discovering that he's a pretty good athlete, regardless of any perceived disability.
Like once I crossed the finish line, it was just a feeling of like accomplishment that I at that time I wasn't getting. It's just like, okay, this feels great.
Antoine has won 6 gold, 4 silver, and 1 bronze medal in international competition. If sprinting wasn't enough, 2 years later, we found him trying out for the U.S. national blind soccer team.
It took me a lot of work to actually learn how to slow down and focus more on quickness instead of speed. And I just had to work on a lot, like kind of change my track drills a little bit to more agility drills.
Last year, Antoine helped that squad to a pair of top 4 finishes in international competition. He was named the U.S. ATF Para Track and Field Athlete of the Year from Virginia in 2024 and was honored at last year's Aspire Awards presented by the American Association of Adaptive Sports Programs. Off the field, Antoine has his master's degree in mental health counseling, has founded Blind Soccer Nation, which has conducted over 20 clinics throughout the area and donated hundreds of specialized soccer balls to visually impaired youth. He still maintains the positive attitude and determination we first found back in 2020.
Anything is possible. You just have to allow yourself to believe it, and if you can believe it, you can achieve it.
Pretty awesome, right? We are so incredibly honored and proud to sponsor again this year the Courage Story Award presented by Virginia Credit Union to Mr. Antoine Craig. Please join me in welcoming Antoine to the stage.
Inside me. to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. No, y'all can't be glad. Moonwalking. This here is a party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record.
Thank you. Make yourself useful. There you go. There you go.
Mike's right here.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Rodney, first of all. That's, thank him, Yeah, give it up. Yes. He's one of those people that help me out a lot. Anytime I need him to go run hills, he immediately starts crying. So I'm really, truly grateful for him. But the first thing I think about winning this award is that, how much I did not do this by myself. It took a lot of people. A lot of you in this room helped me out. Organizations like Sportable, Virginia Voice, including even the Department for the Blind. Yeah, give it up. Yeah, these organizations gave me the ability to climb. I climbed so high in 2024, I made it all the way to the Paralympic trials. And I ended up not doing what I wanted to do. And I ended up going through a little slight depression. And when I was at home, I got a call from the Department for the Blind. It was like, hey, Antoine, would you come talk to the kids, talk to the blind and visually impaired kids? And I was like, I don't have anything to talk to them about. So I drugged myself and got myself together, and I went out there, and the kids just swarmed me like they always do, and they always ask me these questions. And one of the questions that one of the kids asked was he said, hey, are you famous? And I was like, no. And he was like, can I Google you? I was like, yes. He's like, you're famous. And that moment, I realized that I needed to reshape what success was for me. So that's what motivated me to start Blind Soccer Nation. And I have made it my goal and my duty from this point on to make sure that I give other blind and visually impaired kids the opportunity to do everything I've done. So I'm truly grateful for all of you guys' help. And, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words because I'm very emotional because this is really big for me. So thank you all. Goodbye. No, I'm good. I'm good.
That's 2 words. No excuses.
No excuses.
Nobody has any excuses. Antoine is truly an inspiring and very courageous story. We congratulate him. As we anticipate our final award of the night tonight, which is our Moment of the Year, we're going to showcase each finalist in that category as we move throughout the show. And here is this year's first nominee.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the diamond.
I think I'll be sad not seeing the diamond, driving down 95, driving down the boulevard.
It's going to be bittersweet. I mean, nobody's spent more time in this clubhouse over the last 40 years than me, but it's time.
It's definitely going to be emotional to say goodbye to it.
We want this to be the best. We want to send the diamond out on a high note. I'm just grateful to, be a part of what this means, not just to us, but really to Richmond.
Feels like a moment of changing in history. It's crazy. I remember when the Squirrels first got here. I remember coming to the Braves games as a kid.
It's a Richmond staple. I think this ballpark, it just shows Richmond as a whole, the city of Richmond.
A lot of good memories here, a lot of fireworks, getting up on the roof of the house, being able to see them from the backyard.
This is surreal, sad.
Got the whole family here, very full circle, so it's special. It's the end of an era.
And the great news is for the next however many years, we're going to make a lot of new memories in history in Carmack's Park. Eventually, we'll catch up to all the memories in history of the Diamond.
I don't think I've ever been more proud of anything in my life other than my family, and grateful to have played a small role in this whole situation. So there you did it. You made me cry on television.
For it's 30 strikes you around the old ball game. All right. Have fun. Go Nuts. Go Nuts. Have fun. Go Nuts. Go
When we come back, we we spotlight the community champion who spent his life mentoring young athletes and inspiring lives, plus the event impact of the year. The RVA Sports Awards are presented by Colonial Downs and Rosie's Gaming Emporium.